we're checking out this really nice 1968 Ford Mustang convertible that was restored once back to its original lime gold exterior paint with a two-tone medium and dark ivy gold interior. It does have a black top, and the black top is in excellent shape with a plastic black back window. This car's got a really cool story to it. It's believed to have actual 50,000 miles on it. The odometer shows 50,000 miles. Back in 1988, this previous owner before the guy I bought it from purchased it, completely restored it back to original colors and everything, and then let it sit in a heated and climate controlled building for the last 28 years until the previous owner purchased it. When the last guy bought it at the beginning of the year, he went completely through it mechanically, went through all the brakes on it, put brand new American Racing wheels, raised wet letter tires, put new dual exhaust on it, complete tune-up, carburetor kit, plugs, wires, just basically everything that it needed again from sitting for 28 years. So it's completely restored 28 years ago, cosmetically all done, and mechanically restored again here in the last year. So very, very nice running, excellent looking 1968 Mustang convertible. It is a 289 two barrel still. No one's messed with that. Still running on fast idle a little bit. Let's see if I can get that down. Looks like the distributor cap and stuff's all new on it. It's got a newer battery. As we look at the inner fenders and stuff, it's all very solid up here. No patches that I can see on the inner fender aprons. As we look at the top of the fenders, it lines up absolutely perfect across there. Nice gap from front to back. We look across the top of the hood, top of the fenders, the paint is in excellent shape. This car might have been painted 28 years ago, but it was driven that first year after it was restored, and the previous owner put it in his shop, which was heated and air conditioning and everything, and left it covered up for the last 28 years. So a very, very nice paint. It looks just as nice as it would if it was done a couple years ago. As we go to the front, the grille, the horse and corral, all that stuff has all been restored. New bumper, marker lights. Front balance is perfect. The side marker lights have been replaced. All the new Mustang emblems, wheel well trim, rocker molding, that was all replaced back in the early 90s as well. Still looks brand new today. Front fender, passenger side's perfect. I don't see a chip, a bubble, blister, any imperfections whatsoever on it. Check out that door gap and that gap on the body alignment and stuff. Looks really nice there. Door looks to be in great shape. We have a little tiny little paint run right here. You can just see it's just raised just a little bit right here. Other than that, the door is in excellent shape. No chips in the paint. Whoever painted this car did an absolutely beautiful job on it. Lower quarter over the wheel well, behind the wheel well is all perfect. No bubbles or blisters anywhere. The quarter marker lights and lenses are brand new. Looks to me like when he restored it, every single piece of chrome on this car was replaced. Taillight chrome, tail lights are perfect. Bumper, all that is brand new. Dual exhaust comes out the back really nice. The only thing I can say mechanically right now, the idle needs to be turned down just a little bit. It's still kind of on fast idle, so that needs to be adjusted, and we'll take care of that when we get it back to the shop. If you look up and down the passenger side, the body's super straight. It's all been wet sanded buff to a beautiful shine. I don't see any chips or imperfections really, except for that little paint run on the passenger side, except for when I come back in here behind the rear bumper. You can see just a little chip there, and that is to the primer. And a tiny little chip right here. As we come around to the back, the top of the trunk lid fits beautifully along the top of the rear quarter. Same thing over here on the passenger driver's side. Taillight chrome, bumper, taillight panels, excellent shape. Rear valance. When they restored it, they put the little rubbers on the license plate bracket. The top boot hasn't been on in over 30 years. It's brand new. We put it on. It's a little tight. Needs to sit out in the sun just a little bit, but it's like a new boot. Here's a good overview of the interior. The dash pad looks good. The previous owner did install new carpet in it. When I say previous owner, it's the guy who purchased it about in January and cosmetically or mechanically restored it here over the last 6-8 months. So he did install new carpet in it, and when he took the carpet out, he said the floors were painted on the top side, green as well, very solid. Also, you can go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. You'll see about 24 pictures of the undercarriage, frame rails, floors, trunk, everything on there. If we look at the door jamb paint, this car's never been painted any other color, but it's original Ivy Gold. And they call it Ivy Gold, or Lime Gold, I'm sorry, but it's more like a lime green metallic. What I would call the factory color. Bottom of the doors are solid, corners are nice. I don't see any prior work done there. Door panel, original door panel and armrests and stuff's in great shape. Window cranks and everything's nice. Seats are in excellent shape. Seat backs are nice. We have 2 seat belts in the back, 2 in the front. The only flaw I can see in the interior is it does have a little hole right here in the bottom of the back seat under there. Other than that, the seat is perfect. Front seats are perfect. They're in excellent shape still. Yeah, here's when he restored it, guys. So, in 1990, he had it completely restored. He purchased it in '88, took it to 1 or 2 car shows in 1990, and then parked it in his garage. Kick panels were replaced, they're perfect. Sill plates, carpet, carries great oil pressure. It's been running here for about 5 to 8 minutes, and it's still running about 45 pounds of oil pressure. Temperature's running about 185. Not too many cars that have been stored this long that the original radios work perfect. Horn works. Now when the car came into us, it has the original steering wheel and it comes with it, but it had a couple cracks in the steering wheel, and I'm not a fan of the 68 wheel myself, so we put the new Grant aftermarket wood grain wheel in it, but it will come with both wheels. Factory 3-speed manual transmission, the chrome shifter plates, beautiful, boots nice. Some visors are in excellent shape, nice and tight. Rear view mirror does have a little bit of wear, a little bit of discoloration in the glass at the bottom. But really super nice car, guys. Another thing with those aftermarket gauges, the previous owner did put those in. The factory gauges worked. He just wanted to know exactly, especially with the car sitting so long, he wanted to know exactly what his oil pressure and temp gauge and everything was. So that's why he decided to put those in there. But if a guy wants to, he said the factory gauges in the dash did work, and you can hook them back up. Car just sounds and looks great. As we're looking up here at the driver's side, I'm going to make sure this door is shut all the way. It is. If we look up at the driver's side, the door striker could be adjusted in just a little bit on that driver's door. It sticks out maybe a 1/16 inch on the gap line. So I mean, that could be adjusted. The taillight chrome, all this in the back looks fantastic. Again, the marker lights are new, wheel well trim, rocker molding, everything's brand new for trim. No bubbles or blisters, chips, nothing I can see for any imperfections on the quarter panel. The metallics laid beautifully on it. Door gap is nice and even from top to bottom. Again, like I said, and I pointed it out, it's not bad, but you can see just a little bit. That striker could come in just a little more and suck that door in to even that out perfectly. Top of the fender is great. Marker lights new here. Wheel well trim's fantastic still. Lower fender's perfect. Not a blister, not a blemish. I don't know what the deal is with the doors. I'm guessing he painted them off the car, and we got just a paint run right here too in the same exact spot as the other side. So there's a paint run right here. But no chips. So when he adjusted this thing, didn't get a single chip in it when he was lining up the doors, putting them back together. Door handles got a little, not pitting, but just a little bit of scratches in the factory door handle. Doors open with ease. Corner of the doors, original, fantastic. Original door rubber, guys. This rubber is a little hard. It feels to me like it's the original rubber still, but I would not replace it. I mean, it's still got a little flexibility, but VIN number is 8F03C, so it is a 289 two-barrel car, 175545. The color is I, trim is 2G. I basically broke everything down on our website, coyoteclassics.com, if you want to go there. It does have a remote mirror, door panels in fantastic shape, armrests, everything like that. It does have some scratches on this the door jamb area, and it looks to me like the door jamb paint was left 100% original. He did not repaint the door jambs, so that's why you've got a few little scuffs on the door jambs. Again, the interior is fantastic. Hey, there we go, guys. All right, we're good. So I don't know if you just heard that. As far as the fast idle, and we'll drop right down. It just was stuck on fast idle a little bit there when we were doing that. So idles beautifully now. Original radio works, horn works. Gas gauge, it fluctuates a little bit. I went and put some gas in it, so it's not reading accurately. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a new sending unit in it. So I'm guessing that's probably what's going on there. Wipers work good. Heater fan works, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the heater on. It's kind of a in-between cold day here. The emergency brake from underneath and stuff all works, but we have it's not holding, so we need to adjust the emergency brake or do a little work to the emergency brake, but everything is complete and the cables are all underneath of it. So the emergency brake needs a little work yet, and we are going to repair the gas gauge, so I'm going to get a new sending unit in that gas gauge. The paint on this car is just, I'd give it probably a 9 out of 10. Besides those two little runs, it's fantastic. Factory 3-speed shifter, shifts beautifully. Shocks feel good. Brakes are all redone. The car does not need a front end alignment. It goes straight down the road. Speedometer works and doesn't bounce. Here's your brakes, no pull left or right. car really travels down the road nice. Rides nice and smooth. There's your brakes. There again, no pull left or right. Manual brakes, but it stops beautifully. Another thing, the windows all go up and down nice and smooth. Mustang handles the road excellent. I mean, doesn't need an alignment, goes straight down the road, speedometer works perfect. There's your brakes at high speed, absolutely no pull left or right. I mean, this car can just be jumped in and drive it straight home.